apprenticeship because I tried teaching myself and building up my own clientele that way. But it's really difficult to do when you don't have the network, when you don't have the connections, when you don't know the people, when you don't really know the industry because you're not in the industry. It's hard to do it from the outside. That's why I decided to kind of start. Hi, my name is Eliany. I'm a tattoo artist and I've been tattooing now for almost a year. I got into tattooing because I was going to college for architecture. I realized I didn't really have the creative freedom that I was looking for. I've always loved the arts. Whenever people would kind of ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I'd say an artist. I wasn't consistent with it throughout my life. I entered like one contest in 5th grade. But I definitely was always into it. Well, after I finished college, I was serving at Olive Garden at the time. I did know that I enjoyed tattooing prior. Knew I didn't want to serve and I knew I didn't want to go to college for architecture. So tattooing was really like the way to go. Like I just knew that was kind of the answer. I'm just very passionate about this field. For me personally, my experience with the process of tattooing at first was a bit rough. Just because I was self-taught for a couple of years, and through this time it's really hard to find information that is true and accurate. Literally, you have to like do all this research and then follow the law, get in contact with the Department of Health and then ask questions to them. You just have to do a lot of research on your own. That's the route that I decided to take. And then until I came across Painting Studios and did my apprenticeship, then I kind of had to start from zero. So all my prior tattoo experience, I couldn't really use at this time. I mean, I ended up using it because all that information really helped me out now. And I feel like I've progressed quicker because I have prior knowledge. But I started my apprenticeship and I would be here Thursday through Sunday. I was serving at the time Monday through Wednesday. So I would be here Thursday through Sunday, drawing, literally just sitting in a chair, drawing all day. And then I would proceed to fake skin. This is actually what you see back here. I would just sit in the chair and draw on the fake skin for hours until I got it right. And then I did tattoos for free to kind of show that I was ready to be a professional and start charging. And then as soon as I got that done, I pretty much did the apprenticeship in about 3 months. When I finished that, I started working full-time here. While being in the process of being a self-taught artist, and obviously you have to have the financial setup to put up like a studio and you know, all of these things. So I decided to do an apprenticeship because I tried teaching myself and building up my own clientele that way. But it's really difficult to do when you don't have the network, when you don't have the connections, when you don't know the people, when you don't really know the industry because you're not in the industry. It's hard to do it from the outside. That's why I decided to kind of start over and proceed this way. The whole learning how to tattoo process, I would say it was pretty challenging because I had to relearn some ways that maybe weren't the proper way, and starting over is hard. I had to real skin, so when I got to fake skin, that was hard for me because like fake skin is not like real skin. It's easy to work because you can work on it for many hours for as long as you want. Besides that, I probably picked it up pretty quickly. Again, because I already had some prior experience with real skin. Yeah, at first it was hard to learn tattooing on real skin. There's techniques and there's things that you need to learn from a professional and from somebody that has years of experience that it's kind of hard for you to learn on your own. But it's doable. It's definitely not impossible. The actual apprenticeship was about 3 months, I would say, and then maybe a couple of weeks by the time that I finished all those free tattoos, 3 or 4 months. I would say it definitely takes a lot of discipline on your own to maintain your clientele and do like your social media. It's hard at first because it's a new thing that you're learning, but definitely don't give up. I mean, it's a beautiful art. It is a beautiful industry. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would just say to stay focused and definitely network as much as you can. You know, go to tattoo conventions, do your research, learn your styles, learn your basics for sure first, and that's gonna make your tattooing process a little bit easier.